Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
A minute. I got a nice one for you there.
No gearbox?
You said it, kid.
When by?
Tonight. And we've thrown a new clutch in just for good measure.
What? It's gonna cost more than the car's worth.
Yeah, well, you try telling him that, mate.
Oh, well. By the way, I want a day off.
Now he tells me.
Look, I've got some coming, you know.
Okay, I'm not arguing. When?
Next week sometime.
What day?
Doesn't matter, I'll fit it in.
Good. Hey, listen, got something special on then?
Yeah, well, the dealers come around to collect the furniture.
Great, your problem solved. I'll come round, give you a hand to move in.
No, sir.
What do you mean?
I can't take you up on that.
Hey, wait a minute, hang about.
Look, Kath Brownlow next door has offered me a place now.
Yeah, but Maeve's kept a room for you, man. I mean, someone came round the other night, wanted the room. I said, Maeve, leave it.
Look, I'm
That's
sorry,
my
sir.
mate, I said.
Look, Sid, I
She'd
mean...
go spare, man. I mean, she's lost the rent already on it.
Look, but nothing was fixed up for show, man.
I just thought it was. Made a mistake, didn't I?
Okay, I'll pay.
No, you won't. What do you think we are? Con men? The hoopers? You stay, you pay. Never mind, I'll square it up with me.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. I better go and get some work done then.
Underway, are we?
Yeah. Trust your uncle to get sorted.
Who's on the gearbox?
Mac.
The best of British.
Oh, he loved it, didn't he? Much traffic this morning?
No more than usual. Why?
Just wondered.
Because I'm late, you mean?
Black mark in the book.
Yes, well, I had a bit of a rough night.
Phew. Aren't you the lucky one?
Not that kind of rough. Rough. I couldn't sleep.
Well, it happens to all of us, doesn't it?
Yes, well, it's a great way to start a day.
Mrs. Banks. She, didn't hang around a long time last night, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean?
She came round to my place.
Ah, so the Sterling Moss impersonation was all to no avail, eh?
Yeah. Sid, these things get a bit messy.
Well, tell your uncle about it, come on.
No, I don't need a shoulder to cry on. I'm all right. The thing is, people are bound to notice that things aren't strictly on the level. Up to now, we've been trying to hide it, but as you may well have sussed, the cover is blown, and it's not a game, Sid. It's for real.
Sure.
I mean that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bit dicey, isn't it? I mean, fooling around with the boss and his missus on the warpath.
It's a load of laughs. The thing is, it's going to do the rounds, but don't you go giving it a helping hand, please.
Scout's honor.
It'll spread like wildfire on its own.
Yeah.
It really does mean a lot to us, you know, Sid.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it, really? But you're no pushover. Everybody knows that.
Oh, well.
No, I mean it. I mean, they may fool around and kiss and the cuddle and maybe fancy it, but that's as far as it goes.
True.
Because you are a choosy lady. I just hope you've chosen right, kid.
Have to, haven't I?
Morning.
Morning. We don't need to keep all these appointments with councillors. Now the bypass is no problem.
And now that the bypass no longer impedes our development plan, would you like to have a look at it? I've had it redrawn to include my latest alterations.
Didn't know you had any more in mind.
I await your inevitable objections.
There's your keys, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Fine.
Oh, Glenda.
Oh, morning, Mrs. Hunter.
That tray you just took over to the chalet wing, was that for Mrs. Pollard?
Oh, no, Mr. Tompkinson. He often breakfasts in his chalet. It's number 28.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, Glenda. Hello, Barbara.
Have you just got in?
Yes, absolutely just.
Have you been drinking?
Certainly not. Very far from it. I only had 2.5 drinks all last night. Let me think. I had a pussyfoot special before I went off with Councillor Berry. Then I had 1 glass of champagne when I got to his flat. And then I had half a glass of dry white wine with the trout that he cooked in his own dinky little kitchen. And then, well, a few sips of black coffee half an hour ago when I came here. Of course, poor darling, he wasn't able to join me. He was fast asleep. He was exhausted.
Well, I think you're mad
What, mad to spend the night there or mad to come back here?
For broadcasting it round the motel. I mean, Glenda's just seen you, Ellie's just seen you. God knows who else has seen you. I mean, couldn't you have slipped in a little less obviously?
How do you mean obvious, Barbara?
Well, don't you think the full-length evening dress is just a bit much for 9:20 in the morning?
9:20, is it? Good heavens. J. Henry will be up and about. You don't happen to know where he is, do you?
Fortunately, in the office with David, so you can make it back to the chalet without anybody noticing if you don't hang about.
Would you happen to know how he spent last night?
Yes, waiting for you.
Then I better not keep him waiting 1 moment longer. Thank you, Barbara.
I don't agree. Where would that put the sauna?
There.
Good morning. Hello. Are you hard at work? Yes. Well, I thought I needn't have hurried back. I'll see you later, darling, when you're not quite so busy.
Valerie!
Darling?
I have an overtime problem to deal with.
Oh, David, don't go. Jay and I have no secrets to discuss.
If you came into the motel dressed like that, no, we haven't. The whole staff would have drawn its own conclusions.
Have you drawn yours? David, do stop trying to do a bunk, darling. I have very important news for both of you. Phew, central heating is fierce in here. I suppose it's because men are more cold-blooded than women. No, Norman had his blazing all night, too. Now, where was I? Oh, darling, do hold this, will you, for me? Whew. Where was I?
Berry's flat, all night.
You have a very literal mind, darling.
Do you deny it?
Well, would you believe me if I did? Importance. That's it. Important news. Yes. Well, Councillor Berry, Norman himself, has huffed and he's puffed and he's blown the bypass miles away from here. No smiles? No congratulations? No well done, Valerie? I'm sure it's not lost on you that before I spent the night with Norman, that bypass was coming straight through here.
The council decision not to put the bypass through here was made 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no. Oh, yes?
The decision was unanimous. He didn't even have to use his famous casting vote.
Oh, dear. I seem to have sacrificed myself all in vain. Still, 10 out of 10 for trying, wouldn't you say? And Norman, too. And such a fool to look at. So crafty in reality. Well, he certainly took me for a ride up his non-existent bypass. Why?
I'll, go and see if the bar stocks are right.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Banks.
Morning. You've got yourself a customer.
Oh, you're going to honour us?
Yes, you see, I got some meetings lined up, not 5 minutes' drive away from here. What with the traffic last night.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Also, I've got to check in at the garage to do 1 or 2 things there, so I thought it was a good idea to check in here for a couple of days.
Right, well, would you like to register then?
Yes, certainly. Would you like a bank card?
No, I don't think that's necessary. Right, chalet 22. You'll find it at the end. You'll only have neighbours on one side. Sometimes that's a blessing.
Thanks very much, Mrs.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Banks. I'll get somebody to show you over in a second.
Right.
Hello, Crossroads Motel? Yes.
Hello, Kath.
Oh, I didn't notice you.
Yes, just booking in, as a matter of fact.
In here?
Yes, the best way.
Oh, I see.
I take you to know, Kevin's told you.
Yes, it's bad.
Yes, very.
Isn't there any,
No, had to make a move sooner or later.
It's come to that, has it?
Afraid so.
Well, it's not my business to comment, of course, not really.
It's inevitable.
Oh, surely.
No. Best thing for all concerned if I
How's
move.
Sally?
Well, you know.
Well, I feel for her. It's no good pretending I don't.
Oh, yes. Well, it's just an interim thing, you know, moving in here.
I see.
No, you don't, Kath. I wish you could. Look, if you've got 5 minutes, could we have a little chat?
Mr. Lloyd, have you seen Mrs. Pollard?
No.
Well, I don't know where she wants this. She was on the settee in reception when she ordered it, but now she seems to have vanished.
Oh, that sounds like me, always vanishing. Did you hear about my vanishing trick last night?
No.
Oh, is that mine?
Yes, Mrs.
I think I'll join the gentleman a few words.
Sorry?
Mr. Lord.
Oh.
Thank you. I know you won't mind.
Not at all.
Oh, 3 words. You're getting quite garrulous. Would you like to pour my coffee?
Not particularly.
But that is very nice of you.
Well, you are my boss's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Cream?
No, just black, please. For the time being, anyway.
What, my boss's wife?
That's what I said.
Well, whose wife are you going to be, then? Sugar?
Never. Are you enjoying working for my husband?
I've hardly started.
Well, then let me give you 1 or 2 pointers. Any moment now, today perhaps, even this morning, he's going to ask you to do something that you're going to find rather distasteful. In fact, I think you might refuse to do it altogether.
Would you like a biscuit?
Richard, listen to me, please. He's going to ask you to investigate the intentions of the man with whom I spent last night.
Your vanishing trick.
Councillor Berry.
Oh, you surprise me. No, you don't. You disappoint me.
Why, don't you think I'm his type?
Oh, I'm sure you're his type, but he's certainly not yours.
Oh, don't you be too sure. Any man who is in love with a woman is more attractive to her, no matter what a clown other people may think he is, than a husband who ignores her altogether.
Did you sleep with Councillor Berry last night, Mrs.?
That is none of your business. Your business is to convince my husband that, yes, I did sleep with him.
Even though you didn't?
Whether I did or whether I didn't is neither here nor there. You just tell him what he wants to hear. That I did. Tell him, Richard. He'll believe you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye.
It's breaking up. Simple as that. There's nothing simple about it.
No.
Well, it's been on the cards for some time. The fact is, you see, well, for years now, Sal and I have just been putting up a front. Only needed someone to come along and spark it off. That someone happened to be Sharon, so
Yes.
she's suffering as much as anyone can.
Oh, don't go saying that. Don't go even trying to believe that, because she can't be.
Look, what I meant
There
was...
must be some love left for Sally, mustn't there?
Yes, I care for her. I do. That might sound strange after what I've done, but I do care. I want her happiness. It's not going to be easy now. I do all I can to help, except write my life off. And I don't think you can ask that of anyone, Kath.
Yeah, give me Mr. Hunter, please, love.
Well, Merc's done. What's the next priority?
Listen, you couldn't work through your lunch hour, could you? Only Mrs. Hunter. What?
No, he couldn't. Hello, Mr. Hunter.
What's the trouble?
Yeah, this car's going to take a little longer, I'm afraid. Yeah, not going to do it in a day. Could be tomorrow or even the next day.
Oh, Sid.
He is right. I could
well,
strip it down and have a look at it.
Well,
It'll take
tell
a
her thanks
lot
very
of
much if you
time.
wouldn't mind. Yeah. Bye. Okay, fell for it, like a lamb.
So what you tell him? Right, what about that gearbox for the Renault, please?
That's not arrive until tomorrow morning. Sorry. Oh, better give you my new address.
Okay.
I've moved in next door. Just temporary. Put it here.
Okay.
Till I find a pad. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, and Sid, can you give Nobby a hand with that Volvo this afternoon?
Anything for a pal.
Thanks.
How do you like that? Maeve and I offer him a room at our place, all mods, cons, right, everything. And he's gone to live with the Brownlows.
Less hassle, Sid. He's only got to move his stuff next door.
I'd have given him a hand to move his stuff. Still, it's good to know who your friends are, I suppose.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. He was very grateful to you and May for the offer.
So?
So, you work with each other all day. You do not want to spend evenings, weekends in each other's pockets, do you? Never would have worked, Sydney.
Go in. Oh, hello, Richard.
I wonder if you've time before lunch to look at these figures.
What are they?
First quotations for the refurbishing of the casino before you reopen it.
Thank you. Oh, I see you've considerably undershot the ceiling I set for you. Good. Oh, I'll take the detailed items as read.
Right. Any more news about the bypass?
It's gone away. You don't have to concern yourself with it any further.
Well, where's it gone?
Hmm?
Well, shouldn't we find out? I mean, the route decided upon might take away business from the motel.
How something so obvious could have escaped me so long and occurred to you so quickly amazes me. Yes, Richard, do find out about that.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
Glad to hear it. Oh, one moment, though. Now, if the route is going to be bad for the motel, we need something to shoot with. Something to lean on some of the councillors to make them use their votes on our behalf. Councillor Berry, for instance. I believe that he is known for his indiscretions.
Oh, of what nature?
Sexual.
Any idea with whom?
He's a philanderer on a large scale, Richard, an adulterer. He's even bothered my wife. Or worse, I mean, it may be possible that she didn't find his attentions altogether unwelcome.
Oh, I see. You want me to look into the feelings of your wife as much as Councillor Berry?
Well, one goes with the other, doesn't it?
Perhaps, but neither goes with my view of our contract.
What was that, Richard? Your view?
I'm contracted to represent you in business matters, not your personal problems.
Oh, then we'll just have to put a bit more on your pay, won't we, to cover the extensions of your activities?
I'm already satisfied with what you pay me, Mr. Pollard. And in return, I advise you to be satisfied with what I originally contracted to do for you and no more. Good day.
Ooh, get the kettle on, that's the first thing. Do you know I didn't have time for a coffee break this morning, what with the laundry and all the fuss about the conference room being ready?
Mum?
Will a sandwich do, or shall I open tin of spaghetti?
It's come. The letter from the hospital.
Well, go on, open it.
Unexpected vacancy. I'm next on the list, and it's about the right time of my monthly cycle. Oh, Mum, they want me in.
How soon?
Tomorrow. They want me in tomorrow afternoon.